Several months ago, we put out a video warning you that the ATF might be coming after you if you had purchased any of those FRT triggers or force reset triggers. That they had deemed that the FRT triggers transforms your firearm into a machine gun. And because of that, they announced that they were going to go after the manufacturers who would then tell them where they sold those to. And then once it made it to the stores, it would ultimately lead to you. And that really is kind of the trouble, especially if you purchased a firearm with that trigger in it, because the stores will definitely have to answer questions on where all those triggers went. And most of them are going to do their best to make sure that the ATF knows where those triggers went. And if you purchase one, that could be you. But what we're finding out now is that they actually have begun arresting people because of these triggers. Now, what the ATF said back then is that you have any of these triggers, is that you destroy it, and then you take photographic evidence of it being destroyed. I don't know if I would trust that. Or you then turn it into the ATF. So if you haven't turned it into the ATF, if you chose to destroy it, or whatever you chose to do with it, they will be contacting you. That's what they're letting everybody know back in February, that they will be contacting you if you purchased one of these triggers. So starting in August, they have begun arresting people that have these triggers. Most recently, the first was a man in Massachusetts, a 56-year-old who had been under investigation, coincidentally, since February. And they arrested him for having unlawful machine guns and unlawful machine gun components. And he was also arrested for making a false statement to the ATF. So I'm going to put a link below to the ATF's website where you can see this letter that essentially deems what is illegal, why it's illegal, and what it is they're going to do. But in the end, back in February, they said that they will be contacting you if you have one of these triggers and you are to destroy it and take photographic evidence of it, or surrender it to the ATF, or they will be definitely contacting you. And now it looks like the arrests have begun. So just throwing that out there, making sure that everybody is aware, the ATF has begun arresting people if they have these FRT triggers. So any thoughts on that, or definitely if you have any insight on that, put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon, that link is also below. The most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns, and as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.